Hey everybody, Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Toshiba FlashAir wireless SD card. Now this is an 8GB version, Class 6 is the speed. Toshiba has come out with newer ones, but this is the sweet spot if you're looking to acquire your first wireless card, specifically with the FlashAir capability, and that's because I say specifically because it's a different approach to something like iFi offers. This is literally an SD card that is a wireless access point. So you're not looking at using an application, but rather something more like a web browser on your tablet, computer, smartphone, whatever it may be, to instantly view whatever is on this 8 gig card. Their newer cards that they've introduced support higher capacities and speeds. They're now up to 32 gigs, and as far as the class, they're up to class 10. So clearly, this is, at least in Toshiba's mind, the future, and I agree. For cameras that do not have Wi-Fi, like my RX1, this is a great solution. Granted, 8 gigs, a little bit on the low side for a camera that's full frame 24 megapixels, but still, something I wanted to test and share because I know a lot of you out there don't necessarily have Wi-Fi enabled cameras, and this seems like a good value, especially since it's taken a pretty large decrease in price. You know, this is something originally that was $50, $60. Now you can pick it up for anywhere from $25 to $35. If you're paying any more than that, you're paying too much. With that said, let me go ahead and break the seal. And it's a fine seal, so it'll take a little bit of finesse with a scissor like this. Not too much. Overplayed that, didn't I? And again, excited because, you know, I just remember seeing this at CES, and when they launched it, it was too expensive. I mean, that was the reality for what it was. Also, many of the cameras I review have Wi-Fi capability on board, so it's not really a necessity. But as I mentioned, a camera like the RX100 Mark I or the RX1 or the RX1R, that's where this little SD card becomes somewhat of a beaut. So as you can see, Class 6, 8 gigs as I mentioned, SDHC, and that's it. Your lock switch, fairly straightforward. 5-year warranty on this, by the way, which at first seems really good, but then when I think about the fact that many SD cards give lifetime warranties, it's clear Toshiba's worried about those wireless antennas. And this does become its own access point. I want to reiterate that because iFi cards, you know, some could do ad hoc, some couldn't. That was always a big trade-off. Here we've got paperwork, and there's a considerable amount, considering, not to be cute, that this is one of those devices you really you might have a problem with if you're a first-time user or new to cameras and don't know what to anticipate with, you know, having to input wireless access info. But it should be fairly straightforward and easy. I will be demoing this product because I do think there is a large market for wireless SD cards. I mean, I first covered the iFis back when they launched, and you know, they've had mixed success, and I think that's in large part to do with the fact that they are very expensive. Pricing has come down considerably, but their top-of-the-line cards are still very expensive, something I think Toshiba knows they need to address, and that's why these have become much less expensive. But also, again, the direct access nature, the fact that this is just acting as a wireless drive, far more appealing than the limitations that iFi offers, in my opinion. But that's only on paper. We'll see how it ends up panning out in real life. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. And of course, as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.